One time there were two people who came to a particular place to work. The first person would come and dig a pit. The second person would come and close the pit. And after some time they would move forward, and again the first person would dig the pit, the second person would come and close the pit. This digging and closing went on and on and on since morning to evening. The public who were seeing their plight got annoyed with them, and they very respectfully came and asked these two gentlemen, "My dear sir, what are you doing? What are you trying to achieve since morning to evening?" And they said, "Well, we are a team of three people, and every day we are assigned to go to a particular place and perform our duties. And I am the first person who come and dig the pit, and the second person would come and sow a seed or a sapling, and the third person would come and close the pit. But unfortunately, today the second person is on leave, he has not come. So, even though the second person is absent, but we are performing our duty properly. We are working sincerely, honestly, and we are working hard. Can't you see it? From morning to evening, we are digging and closing very sincerely." And hearing this, the public understood their plight. They understood how foolish they are. Why they considered these two people as foolish? Because these two people have not understood the goal or the purpose of what they are doing and why they are doing. Friends, if we try to analyze our life little deeper, we also arrive at the same conclusion where many times or most of the time we are also doing so many things without a purpose or a goal. And we understood anything we do without a purpose or a goal, then it is just a waste of time. So, before venturing into understanding how to avoid wasting time, so let us understand what is time. So, there are so many categories of time. I have broadly classified into four types. The first category of time is productive time. So, what is productive time? So, in this time, we do some activity which is either beneficial for me or beneficial for others. Basically, we get something out of this. This is productive time. And second category is needful time. And what is it? It is doing our daily chores, where we get up in the morning, we take bath, we clean the house, we travel. These are all unavoidable, important, but may not be productive. And third category is worry time. And what do we do with this? Either we are thinking about the past or we are thinking about the future and wasting the current time. So there is a beautiful saying. It says, "Yesterday is a history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift." That is why it is called a present. So rather than utilizing this special gift which is present, what we are doing? Either we are thinking about the past and worrying, or thinking about the future and becoming fearful. So somehow we need to avoid this worry time. And the fourth category of time is waste time. This is what the subject for today's discussion. So what is waste time? It is non-productive time, where whatever we do in this, everything is useless or waste. So it is said, "Shrama evahi kevalam." If you are not getting anything, then it is just a waste of time. So our goal is to convert these two non-productive time, which are those worry time and waste time, into productive time. Now how to do it? I have made 4 steps. By using these 4 steps, we can easily avoid wasting time. How is it? The first step is to identify the non-productive time. So each one of us, we have our own non-productive time. What do I mean by that? So for some, Sitting in front of TV and watching TV hours together is a non-productive time. For some, oversleeping is a non-productive time. For some, playing video game is non-productive. For some, being on social media for hours and hours is a non-productive time. For some, just browsing internet, watching pornography. So all these adds on to non-productive time. So somehow it is so important that first of all, we need to identify what is my non-productive time. So identifying our non-productive time itself is a big thing. So once we identify, then we can work on it. And the second step is to set some positive goals. And all of us, definitely we need some goals, either financial goal, professional goals, relationship goals, spiritual goals, study goals, and so on. All of us, or if somebody has done all these things, then need to there is success sharing goals where we can share our success with others. So like this, all of us, we can set some positive goals in our life. And once we set our positive goals, then what is the next step? So the third step is to make plans to achieve those goals. So once we set our goals, I want to achieve this financial goal this year, or I want to achieve this study goal, or whatever it may be. So then we need to make plans to achieve that. One of the management principles says, if we can't measure, then we can't manage. So it is very important that we need to make a note of what I want to achieve and measure it and make a plan very seriously. Then only we'll be able to achieve. So another interesting point is the goal which is not written down, it remains only as a wish. So if you have not written down your goals, it is very important that we have to write it down. And the fourth step is to add a worship time in our life. What do I mean by that? So adding worship time means doing something positive in our life. So whatever religion we may belong to, we can chant some mantras, do some worship, and do some yoga, and associate with good people who have got good positive vibrations. And by doing this, we also increase positive vibes and positive thoughts in our life. And by doing so, it gives some satisfaction. And again, we can get up, wake up, and chase our goals. So adding worship time is very important. So what are the four steps we discussed? The first step, to identify the non-productive time. And second step, to set some positive goals. And the third step, to make some plans to achieve the set goals. And the fourth step is to add a worship time in our life. So do not waste your time in anger, regrets, worries, and grudges, because life is too short to be unhappy. So let us make the best use of whatever time is available with us and make a meaningful life. Thank you very much.